Salute everybody. It's your boy Big Greg here. Finally ready to do this unboxing and first impressions on the Dualsense Edge controller. Just recently picked this up. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it for the past couple weeks. I figured I'd go ahead and make the purchase. What really caught my attention was the pro features that you can use on first-person shooters. Call of Duty mainly, because as you guys know, I'm a Call of Duty player. I play it pretty much every other day. I go live. So based on the reviews, based on what I heard, and based on what I see, I figured I'd go ahead and give it a try. So without further ado, let's get ready to open this thing up. Alright, let's crack this thing open. 1 second, guys. Excuse me. Got this thing over it. It's a little difficult when you got the camera in the position I got it. But I'm gonna crack this seal open. Alright, got that. See how we got this. Ooh. You know you got a good product when they have it sealed this tight. 1 second, guys. There we go. Sorry for the delay. I like this. Oh, Sony going all out with this. Alright. See, based on this presentation alone, I know I'm getting a good product. This right here, this bag that's in here, it's really, it feels really expensive. I end up keeping it. But alright. Nice. Nice hard shell. Alright. Let's put this to the side. Open this up. I like this. I like this. Alright. Let's get this out. Well, based on the feel of it, feels real high quality. It's a little bit heavier than the original Dualsense, which I have right here, so you guys can get a comparison. I like the detail of the colors, the scheme, everything. The one complaint that I do have, if you guys didn't hear me mention on my last live, it's this right here, this plate. I'm not a fan of the gloss. I know this will get fingerprints, it'll get dustier, but other than that, controller looks good. I like these right here. These switches enable it to have less or more pressure when you push down. So for instance, this one goes in a lot deeper than this when you put the switches on. See that? This will be good for Call of Duty. When you're aiming down the sights, it'll go down quicker without you having to push all the way down. So that alone, I'm sold. And as far as the accessories that come with it, we have the paddle shifters right here. These are also a good addition. We have two options when it comes to these paddle shifters. We have the longer ones and the shorter ones. We have the charging cable And we have the extra analog sticks. All this, from what I could tell, pretty high quality. I like the fact that they put all this in a case so you don't lose everything. Sorry about that. And we got the braided cable. So that you can have this attached to it. Let's go ahead and mess with this. I like this. Alright, let's see how this works. If you guys don't know, I haven't figured it out yet, but basically from what I know, you put this one of these ends, I'm pretty sure it's the USB-C end, you put this in here so that you can snap it onto the controller and it'll lock in place, so that way nothing falls out. You can't pull the cord accidentally. Everything just locks in place. So let me put this back in here. Yeah, so far I'm sold. High quality case. I like how they put the packaging together, so that way, you know, you're not losing anything. The paddle shifters, let's put these on. Make sure I got them on the right way. All right. Yeah, this is definitely a game changer. I like this. And let's see how we can take this apart. I don't want to mess this up, so let's see. Okay, we got release. Everything is, from what I could tell, everything's pretty well put together. So far, I like this. Okay, I finally figured out how to remove the faceplate. I got a little distracted there. But what you do is you hold it from the back. There's a little button right here. It says release. You move it to the right and the faceplate should pop up. Let's try it out here 1 second. Oh, there we go. Comes right off. And this right here is also going to be a game changer for joystick drift. For those who don't know what that is, occasionally, depending on the controller, from time to time, you'll have a malfunction where the controller is moving on its own. So from time to time, though the controller analog sticks are in place, they'll either drift to the right or to the left, depending on, you know, your controller. But with this, what you can do is you can replace these modules. What you do is you lift them up here and they pop right out. These are going to be sold separately for 20 bucks. So for anyone who wants to save money overall, this is the controller you're going to want. Now, with that being said, I will tell you that the price for this is pretty steep. It's $200 US. So if you're willing to spend the 200 bucks without having to worry about joystick drift, this is the controller you're going to want. Because later down the line, these controllers will go bad. Just giving you the heads up. I've already gone through about 3 controllers since I've gotten a PS5, mainly due to joystick drift. So just throwing that out there for you. That's the main reason why I bought this controller, so that I can pretty much protect my investment. So later down the line, should anything happen, rather than spending 75 bucks on a new controller, I can just spend 20 bucks or 40, depending on whether or not 1 or 2 of the joysticks are gone, and replace them easily without any hassle. So just throwing that out there for you guys who are interested in knowing. And I have the faceplate. not positioned properly. Let me put that. There we go. Simple as that. Nothing too crazy. And there's also a software so that if you want to program your analog sticks or basically set up profiles for your controls, you can do that with these buttons here, and you'll be able to sort out how you're going to put the controls together. What I'm going to be doing is more likely than not having the paddle shifters as my aiming and firing, so I can do it with my middle fingers and run around with the analogs. It's a lot easier for me that way. At least it's just for me. That's my personal preference. So depending on whether or not you play that way, you can do it. Also, I got the charger set up. So what you do with this is plug it in from the top. There's a switch where you can lock it in place, so that way it doesn't come off and you have a consistent charge while you're playing. Now, just giving you guys another heads up, the battery life on the controller is not as good as the original Dualsense. You'll probably get 6 to 8 hours depending on, you know, whether or not you have a good running battery. But personally, 6 to 8 hours, that's long enough for me. I don't play video games that long. The most I'm doing is 3 hours, and that's on a really good day. So 6 to 8 hours, perfectly fine as far as I'm concerned. Maybe not for others, but you know, that's what the charger is for. It's braided, it keeps it in place, and it's pretty long. It looks like it's about maybe more than 5 feet. So you can't go wrong with this. You really can't. High quality controller, paddle shifters, good accessories. If you want to change anything up, you can do so. You have a good carrying case. Personally, I think if I'm going to be running around with this thing, can't go wrong having everything set up this way. You have a little, okay, get that out there. Have a little netted, sorry about that. Yeah, a little netted thing right here to keep the charger in place. You have the controller in place. Let's see, zip it back up. Oh yeah, we're good to go. And I forgot to mention, there's a little slot right here. This is for those who wish to charge the controller up while keeping it in the carrying case. There's a little hole right there. So should I take out the charger, plug it in right here, it will stay in place, protected while it's charging. Can't go wrong for the 200 bucks that you spent. You're not just getting a controller, you're getting a bunch of accessories and a carrying case. So far my first impressions of the controller are pretty good. I like the color scheme, I like the feel of it, I like the fact that you can add the paddle shifters, I like the switches that can adjust whether or not you could push down on the button as opposed to the regular Dualsense. So overall, my only gripe is the front faceplate. It's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure later down the line they'll have those sold separately. So should they have a regular plastic one like this one, I'll probably replace it with that. But other than that, the controller is perfectly fine from what I can tell in first appearances, holding it and everything. The next few days I'm going to be playing Call of Duty with it. So stay tuned for that. I'll do a more in-depth review, and I'll keep you guys posted on when I update and when I upload. So until then, I'll see you guys on the next one. Hopefully you guys like this first impressions look. Let me know in the comments what other questions that you have, and I'll be sure to answer them on my next review. Until then, see you guys later. Peace and blessings to you all.